Keeping Maine safe requires strong laws, accountable offenders, and law enforcement officers who have the tools needed to protect our communities. The past legislative session showed a clear difference in priorities. While the Democratic majority supported proposals that would reduce transparency in parts of our criminal justice system, Republicans remained focused on supporting law enforcement, protecting victims, and preserving accountability. Hello, I'm Senator Scott Cyrway of Kennebec County. I have the honor of representing the citizens of Senate District 16, and I serve as the Senate Republican lead on the Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee. Before my first election to the legislature, I spent more than 30 years as a sheriff's deputy and a corrections officer. That experience taught me that public safety policies must be grounded in common sense and the realities officers, victims, and families face every day. That is why I worked last year to establish a study group on the use of oral fluid testing to identify drug-impaired drivers. Representatives from law enforcement, prosecutors, and the criminal defense community evaluated the reliability of this testing, potential legal challenges and equipment, and the training required. The group voted 8-1 to recommend that Maine adopt oral fluid testing for evidentiary purposes. Those recommendations were introduced as LD 2237. Unfortunately, the bill was tabled in the House and died when the legislature adjourned. Drug-impaired driving is a serious threat to everyone who uses our roads. Law enforcement officers need effective tools to identify impaired drivers, enforce our OUI laws, and prevent avoidable tragedies. Public safety also requires transparency. Lawmakers considered 5 bills this year that sought to seal criminal records in various circumstances. Maine already allows individuals to petition a court to seal certain low-level offenses, giving a judge the opportunity to review each case individually. Some proposals would have gone further by automatically sealing certain records without that careful review. They raised concerns among the Maine Sheriff's Association, the Maine State Police, and the Maine Prosecutors Association. One proposal, LD 1911, would have required the automatic sealing of records for Class D domestic violence assault. The Democratic majority passed the bill in the Senate on party line vote, but the governor vetoed it, and the Senate later sustained that veto. Domestic violence is a serious crime. Survivors, families, and the public deserves a system that considers the circumstances of each case before concealing a criminal record. People can make mistakes, turn their lives around, and deserve a second chance. Our laws should recognize that, while also protecting victims, preserving transparency, and holding the offenders accountable. These debates demonstrate an important difference in priorities. Maine Republicans believe public safety policies should support law enforcement, respect victims, and allow courts to evaluate individual cases. Whether we are working to keep impaired drivers off the roads or preserve transparency in the criminal justice system, our focus remains the same: protecting Maine people. My Republican colleagues and I continue supporting common sense policies that give law enforcement the tools they need to do their job and keep our families, roads, and communities safe. Again, this has been Senator Scott Cyrway, and thank you for listening, and make sure to follow Maine Senate Republican on Facebook, Instagram, and X.